Hello all you beautiful people. Today I'm going to make Maremi's Jumbocard number 9, and the prompts are girl and lace. So I took a piece of lace. It doesn't have to be much because it's a Jumbocard. Then from the fairies in bloom, I cut out this beautiful fairy, and then from the essentials backgrounds, whispers between music notes, I've cut out also a piece of lace from the last page, which I want to use. So this is my Jumbocard number 9. If you hear any noise in the background, the fan is on because it's very hot in the Netherlands, and so I put the fan on. And especially with filming and everything, then with all the lights on, it gets really hot. So first of all, I'm distressing the top of my Jumbocard. So the smoothness is off, and yeah, then it take all the other things much better. So I want to add here some book papers, I think, because it's only 2 prompts, girls and lace. Yeah, so let me grab my gesso, and this is the one that is transparent. So putting the gesso all the way on my card. Then I only want the letters to appear, so something like this. Also put some gesso on top. Let me see if I can pick this up. Yes. Then I'm cutting, of course, the excess away. We'll start with the one from the bottom because I still have some text there that I can use. So I think I'm gonna adhere it like this, and I'm not looking which way I'm putting my text, because that gives me an extra something to for my interest for my layer. So then this paper with lace I'm gonna put right here, and I'm going a little bit over at the ends because then I can cut them round also. So you, as you can see, I already cut the part from the lace. So putting some gesso on top again on my whole, and as you can see, I'm just using very thin layers, so I grab a big blob, but I'm just using very thin layers. As you can see, my gesso is when I take it, when I pick it up, let me show you in case you didn't see. As you can see, it is white, and when I drag it over my images, it's it has a haze, so it looks a little bit blurry. But then when you dry it, either with the heat gun or just like that, the blurriness go away, and it becomes transparent. So I really make sure that everything is dry. Then you can see I still have a piece here that has not taken me. Okay, and here also, so still putting a little, and you can see these are the edges where I didn't distress well. That's why it needs extra attention. Let me just put a little bit more here also. Okay, I did that well. And this is the one I just put my gesso. So for now I'm putting it in the water. Let me still dry a little bit. Then I cut away all the excess that I don't need anymore, because it's me, and if I don't do that, then later the extra space I'm also painting on it and putting things because I don't look done. Okay, am I going to use it like this? Let me see. Or gonna use it like this. And I think I like this better. Then I push it a little bit to the side. Okay. Yeah. So, my plan was to, let me first of all adhere the head first, because when I saw this picture I was thinking something, if it is possible. So I will not glue all of it yet. I have to see if it will work out for me. So let me just partly only the head, glue it down, then the rest later. And I'm drying it. So with the lace, I was thinking that this part, because I have lace here and I don't want to just put it anywhere, but I was thinking partly her dress, I can make it that it is falling down like a real dress. I have to cut it, of course, but then the wings are, let me say, in the way, not in the way, but part of the dress is there. If I cut it, which I'm surely gonna do to check if it's gonna work out or if it doesn't look pretty, then I know that I cannot do it this way, because I wanted the wings up. And because of, like I was saying, the dress is, you can see it through the wings, so that's why. Let me just do it like this. If it's bothering anybody, I don't think so. So I think I'm going to do it like this, the wings out. Okay, first of all, I brought, let me take the papers that I don't need anymore away. Yeah, throw them away because I have a whole book. Let me see, one of the needles, which one doesn't really matter as long as it has a big hole. Yeah. This is my sewing kit for with wax rope. All of this are wax rope, and I have some other needles here. This is normal rope, and I have the to punch the holes, and I think even this one can carry thread inside. I'm not seeing it well. I think so, but I don't need this one. So what I would do, because I want, this is, the body is very small, so I'm gonna put the thread in. That's why I needed a big hole so I can see. My glasses aren't ready yet. I need new glasses. It takes about 4 weeks before they come. Oops. So what I'm going to do is, let me see, if I do it like this, how much do I need? Somewhere here. And I'm going to do it close to the edge. Or should I cut it halfway first, then the edge comes down? That's also beautiful, because I have to cut it. Let me wait till there. Okay, part off. So there is the waist. I'm gonna cut inside my image, and then from here I will just take off most, and I think I've said, yeah, I can still cut it when needed. So this is the part I think I'm going to need. Then I need some fire, because I need to seal the edges, and it's only a little bit I'm doing because the thread in this one is also very thin, but this way I don't get very little threads hanging out. Then I think this is the front. Okay, then from beginning to the end, zigzagging with my needle, not big spaces but small space between, zigzagging at the end. That's why I also needed to go there with my, so with my fire, so that I can so this is how it is going to be, and I need to check if I have enough, so I'm gonna push it together. Yes, I have enough. Okay, next what I'm going to do is take my, I don't know how you call this in English, but I want to make 2 holes, and this is the easy way. Careful that you don't cut in your fingers. I always open my fingers. Then I have a big hole. Let me see now if I can do, it is going to be like I thought it was going to be. The hole is big enough, so I hope I can just thread it through like that. If not, I will push it through. Yeah, because it's not wax thread, and of course long nails and a very thin thread. So let me push it through, take it from behind, and see, it has been turned and turned and turned. Okay, I pulled it out again. Well, things happen, of course, not only to you guys but also to us. We also make mistakes. So then it is going to look like this. And then if I make a knot here, not doing it completely yet because I want to still, if I make the knot, okay, that looks very beautiful, I think. So yes, I'm gonna leave it like this. Okay, put this back. Then I don't want to pull it out, but I still have to glue this. So that's what I'm going to do now. First, glue my little friend, and I'm putting the gesso again. Then also gesso on top so that she's covered well. And I'm actually going to make sure I make a tight knob into this. Let me first dry it before I turn it around. Take your lace away if you want to do it also like this, because it's gonna melt when it gets too hot. Okay, then, because I don't want that to break off, let me lay it down like this. Then I'm gonna make a knot, and I have enough white thread, so I don't mind when I have the excess. Make the knot like this, and then I cut it off. So it's tight at the back now. I've gotten the little rope off. I let it dry a little bit. My wings are not yet glued all the way to my Jumbocard, and of course these wings are also up. So what I'm going to do now is bring some color in and do some shading before anything else, before I start gluing it down. Let me see if I can still, yeah. So I'm going to fold it a little bit in, this one up. Could have done it also the other way around, but for me it doesn't matter which way I'm using. Let me see, because I like this color. That is gray. I don't want gray. And I also, in case I want to use some stickles, these are small pots with paste on color that I can use through a stencil. So that is what I want to do. Let me see. I have, no, I thought I was having Maremi stencils here. So I have some stencils from Dutch Dubbele, and it was also having lace. These are all too wide, so I'll take this one with the roses. It's an old one, but I still like it a lot. And what I'm going to do is put this here. Let me see which color I want to use. I'll use the lighter color because I don't want it that visible in my eyes. There's a lot of going on already with the lace. I bought this just newly, so let's see if I can open it. Yeah. So, as you can see, the color fits well with what I'm doing. So, I want a little bit here and here. So it's not going to be that visible. Then I'll wipe it off. Let's see if it will stay. Yeah, I'm taking it up straight so that I don't mess it up. Yeah. And then I'm gonna dry it. It's not really that visible now, but you will see what I will do with it later. I should have just waited with the lace because my mind is going all places now, but it's on there. I can always take it off if I want to replace it, if I do something to harm it. But for now, I'm just squeezing it to the side every time. Take a baby wipe so I can clean the stencil. Most of the time when I think of it, I put a cloth under because all the excess that is there, I will just wipe it on the cloth then, so my mat doesn't get dirty. So putting this one here, and I'm still going to use that color, but I'm going to use a stamp brush, and I will pick up some of the color here because we still have that side of the girl that have to be blended in. So I will just put some of that color from there to the lace on the side to make it all match. some of the little color there. And because I'm stamping it on, the color is going to be a little bit more light than the one I did with the stencil here. So just want to make it fit in. So now that I've used this, also have to dry it, of course. Let me sit well in my chair. Okay, it's dried now. So now my wings. These wings I'm not gonna adhere them yet because I first want to glue this part down, and then these ones will come on top like this, and this one slightly a little bit up, not much. But okay, so now I want to shade a little bit, and I'm taking my, this is the bigger one, the smaller one of my water brush. And I'm thinking if I want to shade with brown or with black. And I'm seeing here a little bit of the foot is also not glued all the way down. So I'm going to do that. And then later, because I cut all the lace off from the shoe, there was some lace here from the shoe, so that's what I'm going to do. And I think first I want to see maybe gray instead of brown. If I take my darker gray, this is a Pentel brush, but you can also shade with any other marker that you like. Yeah, I like this one better. Okay, because you can also shade with some watercolors, but I don't have them nearby now. I'm shading with the gray, and I need a little bit more. I think this is all going to be way too much, but that's okay because I can just wipe it off. Now I'm shading around the dress, and later when I come close by you will see it better. The black was going to be too harsh. Because you see here also shading on the paper, and it's also gray, but they used light. And I'm using a little bit more dark. Also using it around the paper lace. and the laces from the shoe, I will still draw them in later at the end. I am going to make her ground, so I'm going to do this. And then I also wet it to make it not too harsh, but now at least she's grounded. Then still want some more shading coming out because the lace is still going on top, so a little bit more doesn't matter. Then I'm going to take, still have my tin one, and this is double-sided but the stronger one, and is the last part. But okay, let me my scissors there, because what am I going to do? I want it there, so where I want it, I'm going to, on the sides, push this stronger double-sided tape till the end of the dress. Push it well down, and then I'll take it off with my pick tool. And then I'll also put a little bit of the tacky glue, just a little bit, and then I press it down. Because of the double-sided tape, it will stay. Push it a little bit over, so that one is already glued down. This one, the under part, I don't want to glue it, maybe only here, so that this one, but not all the way. I don't want it glued all the way, only the side again. So that is what I'm going to do. I have to order a new one. Because this tape with the red band is extra sticky. So it works well with things like I'm doing now. Pushing it well again. Trying to wiggle my way in so I can you really have to wiggle under and take care that you don't take off the paper with it, because let me see, the first one really went well, this one doesn't want to. going the way I want it to go, because it's taking off the paper. That side have the thicker layer from the paint, and this side is just paper. So let me put a little bit glue underneath where I took off. I don't want to put extra. Let me see if I can, because this one got stuck somewhere, so the other way the front piece, the smallest, yes, should have done it before. As you can see, the smallest point from that one is broken off. Now a little bit glue again, and then push this also down, and then a little lace dress. Is finished. Okay, I want to put a little bit, because now it's really coming out, and I still want to glue this here. So oops, I'm gonna tape, glue it down here, only a little bit, so just need a little piece. You can see I'm almost there. It's almost finished. Okay, not on the leg, but just above, pushing it down. And push it well. So layer have to come off, and a little bit of glue again, only just the tiniest bit. Kick this away, and then pushing it down. Now also the glue is gonna dry transparent, but at least is keeping now the girl's dress down, but I still have the wave inside where I need it. So now I'm going to glue down all the wings, and then I can shade from there. But first, then I'm going to put my gesso again. So bringing it down, because it's going to be between the other cards, because of course this is card 9, I think. So if I make the wings stand up, then it's gonna break very soon, so that's not what I want to do. Okay, now I'm putting the gesso, and on the wings I'm especially the ones on top of the lace, I'm putting a little bit more gesso because that makes the paper harder, then it doesn't break off that that soon, because it's lifted up, of course. Let me just go over this also, because I'm going in there also with a little bit of the ink. Clean that up later, otherwise the lid will glue itself down. Okay, now my brush. Quickly dry this, and I'm going to hold my lace with the wet cloth so that I don't burn it. If you don't hold it, then it gets either brown or melt away. Okay, so now let it sit for a little bit while I come and figure out what color I want to use. I think around the wings first I want to use a little bit of bright pink, and from there, because then I can spread that out, and then from there on, I didn't use this one, I can still use this and this one for the lace, because the lace is brown. Still, because it's still wet here. So that edge I made, make it a little bit stronger again, and then faint it out only a little bit with the black. Now wipe. Then I'm gonna draw my lace back in, and it's very simple. I'm just going to draw a little like it belongs. Yeah, so the wings are not wet anymore. A little bit more water. So I really don't want it that too pinkish, but enough to go around it. Now push it a little bit more in on that side, and on this side I want it to drip between. So the pink, you can see it's taking also pink here, but I don't mind. Where it's not taking the pink, I'm gonna color, because the dress under also have pink inside with different colors. So there's green and pinkish. Same thing here, not on that one, but also going to drip down. A little more subtle than here, and want it a little bit lighter so you can see. If you are not happy with this result, then go over it with a baby wipe, and because you gessoed it, it's becoming less, as you can see. So now the tier that was here, first doing a little bit of the pink, yeah, I like it, and then I'm going to use, of course, the gray to shade. I'm not taking the pink away yet because maybe I still need it, but the gray I will still use a little bit here under and on the side to make it pop. This one is mixed in with the pink, and then I need a little bit more gray for under and around the wings. You can see I'm just doing little lines, not much, but enough to bring out the shape from the wing, because the wing was lost in the pink and the brown color, and this way it will pop up again. And as you can see, it only needs a very thin grayish line. So I'm happy with the wings and everything. So now the only thing that I want to do is a little bit of text, because I love text. On my pages, cards, put it aside. I took out this page from my stickers because I love the text, like love myself, enchanted moments, challenge, cherish the journey of life, focus. I think I'm gonna use love myself. And as you can see, it's a little bit too light. I don't know where I want it. Here. I like it here. And then I will match it with the side. And I think it's a little bit too bright, so maybe I still have, yeah, some of that pinkish color. And then if I dry it off, this is my number 9, girl and lace. And let me show you a little bit closer. So this is 9, girl and lace. So thank you very much for being here again with me. I really appreciate you coming back every time to my channel. I do hope you consider to rate, subscribe and share my video. So thank you very much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.